Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm John Mayhew, the AOR's Executive Director. Welcome to today's AOR's Connections live broadcast. We will be featuring a number of live broadcasts over the next few months, but live broadcasts are only one part of what AOR's Connections has to offer. Be sure to take some time and explore the virtual exhibits of all our sponsors. Today's live broadcast features Provix. Provix, as you know, has been a long-time supporter of AOR's. The presenter today is Matt Goodman. He's the Technology Project Manager at Provix. So he's the techie. He can answer all your techie questions. He promised me that nothing will stump him. He'll be talking about the Provix mobile DVR system. And it sounds like it can offer a lot of benefits to municipalities who are trying to track their fleet and make sure it's doing what it needs to do and for help you achieve your due diligence as well. So Matt, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, John, for that good introduction. Hello, everybody. As John said, I'm Matthew Goodman, the Technology Project Manager at Provix. I just started this role this year, and I've been working for the company for 6 years, ever since my grade 11 co-op. So can everybody see my presentation screen, or am I not sharing yet? Now can we see it? All good? Awesome. So I will kick us off by telling you a little bit about Provix. Maybe some of you don't have any experience with us, and so here's just a short little blurb on what Provix is. I'll also introduce myself a bit more. I mentioned that I've been working at Provix for 6 years, and I've done everything from install cameras on snowplows, work on new product development and software. I handle our 3D printer and CNC machine, and I do wear a lot of hats, but technology is my main foyer here. So I graduated University of Ottawa Computer Science in May, and started full-time at the beginning of this year. And sorry, I did not mean to advance the slides that far. So Provix is a forward-thinking company that specializes in creating vision enhancement solutions. We create rugged solutions that stand up to really harsh environments, as we service the mining industry, oil and gas, municipal construction, even put some equipment on some trains sometimes. And so today I'll be showing you the mobile DVR system that we've implemented in some mines and other various applications. And our vehicle and equipment safety systems are custom manufactured to meet our customers' needs, with a focus on performance and durability. We believe Provix offers a cost-effective solution to keep people safe, and our staff is knowledgeable in technical aspects as well as operational, and we try to provide our best in terms of support and service. And I'll just give people a little minute to read all of that text on the screen. I pretty much summarized it, but there's maybe a little bit more information in there for people. So I mentioned some of the industries that we serve: mining, oil and gas, police, fire and rescue, construction, heavy equipment, municipal, snowplow, which is what we'll be talking about today. I assume everybody's here for winter madness, and we do stuff on forklifts, marine, aviation, rail. So we really do a lot of things, but our focus is really on enhancing vision, increasing safety, and increasing productivity is also in there. But at the same time, we got to be safe while we work. So the solution I'm here to talk about today, this is our product, is our mobile DVR system. The system supports up to 4 cameras and can be configured to record all the time, or just on alarm inputs such as motion, or record over a certain speed. Sorry, do I have a question here? Nope. Okay.
I believe so.
Okay, sorry, I heard some mumbling in the background there. I thought somebody might have something for me. So the system can alarm on hard braking or collision and record on there. It has a hard contact relay, so you can record on other input. I know some municipalities might want to record, for example, when the sander comes on, so that they can have some verification that they did sand that road, or plow down, plow up sort of stuff. So the video can be stored up to a, let's see, the video, it stores on a up to 2 terabyte solid state drive. So a lot of other systems will use SD cards, but we find that those SD cards never make it back to the DVR unit. We actually just had a customer today that said, "Oh, my DVR unit's not working," and we had a service tech go out there, and it turns out they just didn't have an SD card in there, and they don't know where it went. So this system utilizes a solid state drive. It's got a locking mechanism on the drive, so nobody can take it out, and it can upload the video over Wi-Fi. So when the vehicle parks in the lot and is connected to Wi-Fi, it will upload to our location or yours, and I will talk a little bit more about that in some upcoming slides. The system is the highest standard, waterproof and shockproof. And in addition to recording video, and sorry, I apologize that I dropped the pen. In addition to recording video, the system also records GPS movements and is interfaced with Google Maps, so that you can see when alarms take place and where, as well as see where the recorded video was taken. So I believe I've covered most things on this slide. Maybe the only thing I haven't touched on is the cellular, so the system is capable of a cellular connection to upload video and do the GPS, like live GPS tracking. This does require that you have your own SIM card and your own plan. And I definitely would not recommend uploading all of your video through cellular, especially 24/7, because that's a lot of data going over the cellular networks. But we can definitely have a conversation about that later if anybody wants to. So here's a little bit more of a clear picture on what the product is. And so give you some recording times on there. So 4 channels with the 2 terabyte hard drive will give you about 150 hours of recording on the 4 cameras. And yes.
There is a question. Does it require a SIM card to get the date and time stamp on the video?
It only requires a SIM card if you want to use the cellular feature. If you're doing just Wi-Fi uploads, the date and timestamp will be there. The date and timestamp will be on all the video, even if you don't want to do Wi-Fi. Even if you just want to access the video directly on the DVR unit, the date and timestamp will be there. So most people probably don't need 1080p video recording. You know, it's really nice when we're watching TV and whatnot to have a nice clear picture, but 1080p is maybe a little bit overkill for some people. So if you wanted to up your storage availability, then you can record at smaller resolutions and use less space and have a little bit more recording time on your system. So 720p gives you 300 hours on the 4 cameras. And for example, if you only had 2 cameras, you're going to double that number to 600. And D1, which is 480p, is 600 hours on 4 cameras. And this is with the 2 terabyte hard drive. It can be configured with a smaller hard drive if you want, you know, 1 terabyte, 500 gigabytes, but the hard drive definitely isn't the you know, big cost factor. I mean, it is a cost factor, but 2 terabytes is the max, and we find most people like to store lots of their video instead of you know, 128 gigabyte SD cards that you have to change out and fumble with all the time. Okay, so now we're so there's lots of different configurations that we can do with this system. You know, I think most people that we talk with, I'm pretty sure every situation is unique and people are gonna want different features. And we have no problem customizing the system to meet your needs. So here's kind of 4 options, although you can mix and match inside of these options. There's no hard set rules here. All of the features are available, although you might only want to utilize some of them. So at the very basic level, we have just locally stored video on the 2 terabyte drive. As the video, as the hard drive gets full, the video will overwrite the existing records, the oldest ones. Obviously, this feature can be turned off if you don't want to erase any video and have it upload to a server. And then if you choose to have the Wi-Fi connect, that would be a Wi-Fi network at your location that the trucks would pull up to, and the video can be uploaded to. So we will accept alarm video at our location. So if you only wanted to upload alarm video, we can take that traffic and store the video here for you. We don't have the capacity to store everybody's video 24/7 because that would be an exorbitant amount of data. But if you did want to store it yourself, we can talk about that as well. Oh, sorry guys. And then another option is, you know, we can add cellular connection to this and do the same thing. We can store your alarm videos, so you know, as they happen, and this could be actions from the built-in relay, or it could just be you know, hard-braking actions, or you know, people are speeding or things like that. Does anyone have any questions on anything on this page or anything I just said? No, I think we're good. Okay, I will keep moving. Okay, so now this just kind of gives you a little bit of a view on, so that is what the software looks like. Now I don't have a vehicle with the system installed, so I can't show you the, and we don't have them on our fleet here as either, but we do have customers utilizing the system currently. And if you did have the cellular connection and you wanted to live view, you can do that. I don't see any of the municipalities using that feature, but if you do want to use it, let us know. And so all the video will be GPS tagged, so it'll be you click on a video, see where the vehicle's been, as well as a recording of the breadcrumb trail, as we call it, of where the vehicle's been, and you'd be able to see all the movements and make sure your snowplow isn't parked at the local pub or something. So if you were to, so this, what I'm showing you is the client software, which is installed on a PC, Windows 10 or 8 or 7, whatever you want. And so if some places have a, person that watches cameras all day, a security guard or something like that, but for the municipalities, I don't know if you guys would really have someone in that position where they would want to sit at a screen all day and watch cameras and activities, but we do have the ability to, you could minimize that screen and just be aware of the pop-up alerts, which will say, there was a hard braking collision, or there was a, plow down or up, or sander on or off. And so however you were to configure those alarms, they would pop up on the screen if you had the program running. As well as from the interface, you can remotely download video if the truck is connected to Wi-Fi or cellular. So we do currently have a server located at our location, and we will, as I said before, we will accept alarm video if you wanted to store that somewhere else, just to give you, a longer period than the 300 or 600 hours that you can store locally on the hard drive. Yeah, in the top, you can see a little bit of a layout of how the system works. Although I'm sure many of you don't really need that information, but it's there if you want to look at it. Just a little pictogram of so it is a fairly basic system. It's up to 4 cameras. You can do 1, 2, 3, or 4. Record 24/7 or just record on alarms. And if you do record 24/7, the alarms will still be segregated with 20 seconds of video per alarm, 10 before and 10 after, 10 seconds before and 10 after. So you can see before the alarm happens and after it happens. So we do have the option to have a server located at your location. If you wanted to, keep 4 years of video or something like that. I understand that some municipalities might want this feature for some litigation reasons. If someone comes 2 years down the line to say, my back's been hurting ever since I slipped on that road 2 years ago, and they have some contradictory evidence, then you have, you can store as much video as you want, can be stored at your location. So we have no problem with getting you set up with a server. It is somewhat of a lengthy process, as it needs to, I don't know if I need to get into the technical things. So if anyone wants to hear about that, I have no problem sharing. So, you can connect as much storage as you want to your own server, and it would work in a similar manner. You could even upload 24/7 if you want. You could upload all the video for the day. Yeah, sorry, do you have a question? Nope. Okay. Okay, so I will back up just a second here. So that was essentially everything that you need to know for the basic DVR system. Just cameras, record the video. It can be stored at our location or yours. You have the Wi-Fi and cellular to upload the video, and you have the GPS tracking that tags the video with the location. Now, in addition to the regular GPS or the regular DVR unit, we also have some advanced options that can be configured. We also offer systems with some AI video processing, and we can provide forward collision warning as well as some driver monitoring. So the goal of these systems are to provide early warning of bad driving habits, as well as contribute to the safe driving and reduce accidents. So as you can see on the image, the forward collision monitoring system just monitors the front camera. Are we approaching anything too fast? Is there a vehicle stopped in front of us? That sort of thing. And it'll give the driver a little alert, say, hey, you might want to slow down. And give them enough time to apply the brakes so that they're not hitting anything in the front. And then the driver monitoring system is so the driving monitoring system is a in-cab camera that points at the driver and just reduces their bad habits. Are they I think for snowplows, I think tired driving is probably a pretty big safety concern, seeing as they're plowing late at night, and some people, no smoking, driver detection. So if they get out and they left it in drive or something, that would be good. Phone call monitoring. You definitely don't want your drivers on their cell phone while they're driving. Some municipalities might say hands-free is okay, and that's definitely you guys' call, but you definitely don't want them hand to face with their cell phone. So that just gives them a little warning, speaks in English to them, get off your phone kind of thing, pay attention to the road. So those are some advanced features that can be configured. And that's pretty much all I have to say about those. If anyone has any questions on those, let me know. Okay. So I guess I should have went to this slide while I was explaining it, but that's okay. So there's just a big bunch of text on the forward collision monitoring as well as the driving monitoring system. So this is the same DVR system that I presented this whole time, just provides a couple extra features, and still supports all the same recording and Wi-Fi, GPS, all that good stuff. So of course, that pretty much concludes our system here. There's a good view of kind of what the driver would see in the cab on the monitor. Those are at the bottom there are kind of the cameras that we sell. I think for snow plows, the one that we usually have is on the far right there, which has an internal heater. And so that would usually be what we would install on all four sides or just front and rear, whatever's required at that time. And that is pretty much all I have to say on on our DVR unit here. Does anybody have any questions?
Matt, I've got a quick question for you. The external cameras, you say they have internal heaters. Is that enough
Yes.
to keep them clean, or is there like a washing system? Or
So we in the past on some snowplows we do have a wash system that can be installed on the cameras. So a lot of the times the rear one needs that, especially with the sand and the salt and all that sort of stuff. So we've installed such a system at Viking there, and so that will just like a car washer fluid and spray nozzle, hit the lens kind of thing. So we can provide that. Yeah, the heater's really not enough, just because it's great for snow and ice, but dirt and debris, heat does nothing to. So these cameras are waterproof, so they can get washed when the vehicles get washed, and or if the driver hops in the cab and says, "Oh, I can't see up my rear," well, it might be a good idea to go clean that camera. We can only do so much to prevent buildup on those cameras. We try our best, and we try to provide the best solution possible for that. So I don't have any slides on our capabilities here, but we do have an install team, and we are able to install these products on your vehicles, new or used. They could be 5 years old or brand new. We go right to Viking sometimes and install systems on vehicles that haven't even hit the customer yet. So that's no problem. As well as I'm here, as well as my superior, to answer any technical questions. Any problems that you guys might have, we're always a phone call away or an email. And yeah, that's. Anyone else have any questions on the systems? No. Okay.
I can get it under control. If I just may add a quick comment, I find with a lot of the trucks we're sending out and stuff, we're increasingly putting on more and more of these Provix cameras as well. So the installation is very clean. They come and they sort everything out, and it seems like what a lot of municipalities are looking for these days.
Yeah, he'll be good. And
well, thanks for that comment, Michael. We really appreciate that. We try to do our best with our installation team, and make a really clean installation, make sure it's not interfering with any other systems, do all our proper connections, and put our flame retardant cable wrap on there, and make sure everything's cleanly tied up. We can provide the product for installation yourself. If you wanted us to just ship it in a box, you can do that too, no problem. Okay. So does anybody have any questions before I move on the DVR system? So I know that's what we're really here. What I'm really here to present today is the DVR system. But I have been asked.
Can I ask a question here?
Yeah.
I'm curious. Do you have much more? How many customers do you have using that facial recognition feature for in-cab?
0 currently.
Okay. I'm very curious about that technology. So maybe reach out to me after if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. And sorry, this is Mike talking.
Mike Ward from Viking.
Yes. Okay. I will definitely make note of that. And I'm sure I can find you somewhere on the internet to get your email. If not, maybe you could type it in the chat to me.
Right now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Mike. And I'll get some more information. I did the testing on the system, sitting here at my desk like I am right now. And to me, it could definitely be a great tool for just early detection of bad driving habits, and keep the drivers accountable to make sure they're not dozing off the wheel or on their cell phone or smoking or whatever it might be. All right. So I've also been asked to show you guys some information on our plow lights. So we're a vision solutions provider, so that doesn't only include cameras. It also includes lights because you need lights to see. So I do have. So there's just some information on our heated LED plow lights. So a lot of vehicles these days are going to LED lights, but then you don't get the benefits of the halogen bulb melting the snow off. So this is just it's a solution kind of similar to what would be in the defrost of your back window, that you can see the lines on the lens there that provide the heating. Just melt the snow off and make sure your drivers can see, especially with ice buildup and snow buildup. So if anybody has any questions or inquiries on some lights, I can definitely get you in touch with somebody who knows more on the sales side. As I said, I'm a tech guy, so I don't do too much with the lights. I'm more of the DVR system side of things, as that gets a little bit more technical than 12 volts to a light. Okay. So that's all I have for you guys today. I understand it was probably a little bit shorter than some of the other presentations. I kind of got thrown into this one at the last minute, but that is okay.
You did a great job, Matt.
Thanks, John.
Good. So does anyone have any questions? I have a question for you, Matt. Are you guys affected by all this supply chain issues or whatever? Or are you able
Yes,
to get...
yeah. So we're affected, but we're definitely moving on now. We the transition period was definitely a little bit rough, and then not only COVID, but we had some stuff stuck in BC there just recently, and so we have some supply chain hiccups, but we're across that bridge now. We've increased our stock in house to give us a little bit more running room. As well as, who knows, hopefully no big third wave comes, but we're all kind of crossing our fingers, I guess, but only time will tell to see what happens.
I don't see any other questions in the chat, so I think we'll end it there. Thank you very much.